Hey everybody, Aiden's Aquatics here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to create a reef tank on a budget. So how I did it, as you can see here, this is my reef tank. The way that I was able to do this was by buying myself some LED lighting. LED lights are probably the most popular lighting in the hobby as of today. There are T5 lighting, there are halide lights, and they're all very different types of lighting, but they all accomplish a very similar purpose, task, or whatever you call it. T5s are probably the second best in order to see like coral coloration. Halides are a really great way to see coral growth. T5s are a great way to see coral growth. LEDs are a very good way to see coral color. It makes them pop a lot more. It also helps them grow as well, but T5s, as I've heard, I haven't used them much in the past, but T5s tend to be the perfect in-between. They do cost a little bit more expenditure-wise with electricity, but they do tend to color corals up a little bit better.
My second tip, and probably the most important in the long run, is don't spend a bunch of money on little things like just little gadgets and stuff for your tank unless you know that you really need it. You should write down a list of all of the things that you know you need and then buy those. I've bought so many gadgets and little knickknacks for my reef tank, and over time I haven't used them, or they haven't worked out right, or they just weren't useful for me. So over time I just wasted a lot of money on just buying the little things. So make sure that you have a plan on what you're going to buy and what you're going to utilize in your tank. There's a lot of things that you can reuse, like aquariums. Like, you don't have to buy a brand new aquarium. You just have to make sure you have an aquarium that has, and make sure that it's watertight. You just need some good lighting. You need some good filtration. You need some good flow. And you need some good salt. I don't use expensive salt. I use ocean crystals. That's a pretty cheap, inexpensive salt, but it's worked out great for me. The most important thing with starting a reef tank is just consistency.
So my third tip would be to use good filtration. So when I started my aquarium, I had a 75-gallon hang-on back filter, and I had a Refugium that was hang on back of the tank as well, and I had a skimmer that was hang on back of the tank as well. And a skimmer is a device that is able to filter out the water column and create air bubbles to take out all of the film basically that's in the water column and sort it out and take it out of the aquarium. Refugium is a device that is used to take in the water, and you put macro algae in the Refugium, and that is able to feed the macro algae because it filters the water through with the macro algae, and all of the little particulates and stuff that would create algae in your aquarium actually make the macro algae in your Refugium grow. But over time, I was able to take my Refugium offline, and I was also able to take my skimmer offline, and I'm just using my 75-gallon hang-on back filter right now. And the way I was able to do this was just by doing a water change 2 times a month and not overfeeding. If you overfeed your tank, you will have to have a Refugium and a skimmer, I'm sure. But if you overfeed your tank, you'll probably have better coral coloration as well. You probably won't be able to keep acropora, or stick corals as people call them, if you overfeed your aquarium. But your LPS, or large polyp stony coral will do very well if you feed a lot. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do exactly, but with my aquarium, I know for a fact that just having a hang-on back filter worked out very well for me in the long run. It used a lot less energy, and if you guys have, say, a 20-gallon, 30-gallon aquarium, just make sure that you over filter your water. Like, if you buy a hang-on back filter, buy a filter that can filter out more water than is in your tank, because saltwater aquariums are a lot more difficult to take care of than a freshwater aquarium. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for my 3 tips. There are a lot more to go over in the future, and I hope that you guys don't just take them at base. I hope you guys can go and research these things for yourself. I really appreciate you guys sticking till the end, and if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, it would be great for me and my channel. And comment down below what you guys would like to see in the future. Thanks for watching.